right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And just like I told you guys yesterday, man, they're letting the anticipation build for update 6.4. And we did not receive a sneak peek today. No tier 3, nothing. Instead, a few minutes ago, we actually got dev notes for the September update specifically. Now, I love to see dev notes. However, I hate to see them when we're only a few days away from the update because it doesn't really give us any time to give feedback that can be actually taken into consideration. They basically just drop it on us and say, hey, we're doing this, and that's it, right? Because what we see right here in the dev notes is more than likely what we're going to see day one. If we don't like it, we can say stuff about it, and maybe a month or so after, depending on how bad it is, right, we'll see some changes. I don't like when they do dev notes like this. I prefer when we get dev notes like a month in advance, like they do for 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, where they're like, hey, we're bringing in this, this, and this, and basically gives us time to formulate like a proper response to what they're planning to bring in. Anyways, let's go over the dev notes so we can talk about what's coming in the update and whether or not you're going to like it or not like it. So let's jump into it. So the message here goes, greetings agents. This is the Marvel Future Fight development team. During the September update, we'll be launching a fun and exciting Alliance Battle Extreme rework. Okay, so basically what we saw yesterday is not a new mode. It's actually a rework for Extreme Alliance Battle, which means they're probably going to make it more difficult, and to some extent you're probably going to have to like find a new method to achieve those crazy high scores of 7 million or 10 million or whatever that you've been getting before by investing more in your roster. That's usually how it works with ABX, right? That's why they are focusing so heavily on it. Anyways, and adding the previously announced Danger Room Extreme mode. So Danger Room Extreme is finally coming. It will be interesting to see just how rewarding it is compared to the normal version, because I can speak from my own experience that last time we got the Abomination pack and I didn't even play enough Danger Room to get all the gold that's a part of that pack. I got Abomination, I got all the crystal rewards, and I just said, that's it. I do one a day for the daily challenges, and that's pretty much it, right? Because I don't want to waste time in Danger Room. So hopefully Danger Room Extreme can like incentivize some more play from me, specifically. From you guys, I know some of you guys still have fun with it, so hopefully it's good enough for you as well. So moving on, Alliance Battle Extreme rework. So through the rework of Alliance Battle Extreme, we intend to make battles more fun and include various effects by expanding on the mode's content, where agents can reach high scores by counteracting the Frostbeast's Cry for Blood pattern with certain heroes' silence effect. So when the silence effect was first taking over ABX, many people were wondering if this was actually the intent of the development team or if did something just slip by them. Because before, several other effects could interfere with the Frostbeast, and out of nowhere, they basically brought it down to just silence. So it seems like this is exactly what they intended from the beginning, or they saw that we were using it, not me, because I haven't been playing ABX, but the ABX players have been using the silence effect and they want to do more. They want to expand upon that, right? Probably to sell more characters for ABX. I'm just going to call it like I see it. Anyways, a new Frostbeast and weakness system has been added or will be added. During each season, interesting, so basically every week, we'll see. Right, so during each season, a weakness effect will be assigned to the Frostbeast, and high scores can be achieved by successfully hitting the Frostbeast with skills that have the weakness effect at the right time during certain attack patterns. So now, instead of like before where it's just characters with silence, now there's actually going to be 3 different effects that can interfere with the Frostbeast, like high reduction, and essentially help you get those crazy high scores. The 3 effects will be silence, which is already a thing in the game, paralysis, which many characters already have, but it doesn't affect the frost beast yet, and burn. So these three effects will now affect the frost beast on certain weeks and will allow you to hit higher scores. Very interesting. So characters that weren't seeing very much play in ABX will actually start seeing some now. So that's good. Each frost beast outlook and patterns will differ according to the weakness effect. So I kind of spoke about this yesterday, where it would be really nice to have different frost beasts, and I thought it was crazy. And yeah, apparently we're gonna get different looks and different patterns for the frost beast. So that's pretty cool. So this is the frost beast that we saw yesterday. Looks pretty pretty monstrous, right? One weakness effects will be applied at a time. Okay, that's good. So it's going to be up to us to decipher which weakness effect is in effect and basically try to counteract that with the right characters with the right effect. And the UI will be changed to display the heroes, okay, with the corresponding weakness effect. Oh, for ease of selection. Okay, that's good. So you won't even have to do too much work in terms of like figuring out which character will be effective on which day in terms of which effect is being applied to the frost beast. So this is the image that was taken during the development stage for the frost beast, and this is the new arena. Hopefully when the frost beast changes, the arena changes as well, right? That'll be pretty cool. All right, let's go down here. Let's take a look at the danger room. By the way, I hope these guys understand that by making a rework for Alliance Battle that requires you to use like different characters, right, or different effects or whatever, they understand, like I'm hoping they understand that they need to improve rewards as well and not just change like the difficulty of the content, right? Because that's annoying. Even for a non-ABX player, that's really annoying. If you're gonna go and make something more difficult or make it so people have to learn new attack patterns. By the way, I see people saying T4, the frost beast is getting tier 4. May as well be. That thing is unkillable already. So I don't know what's the point of giving it a tier 4. But moving on, we have the danger room extreme mode being added, where agents can deploy their own heroes. This is good. This is probably the only part about Danger Room Extreme that I'll actually enjoy, because then when we get new characters, getting new tier 3s and transcended potential and all that stuff, I can test them out in Danger Room against other people, and that's fun, right? So yeah, I'll definitely make Danger Room content now like I used to before, because I can now use my own character with their own build instead of using the stock version. Okay, so 2 requirements must be fulfilled to unlock Danger Room Extreme. You can't be a new player because you have to have at least 3 tier 3s or 3 transcended potential heroes, which is not hard to do. Like a month, you'll have 3 tier 3s, especially if you're prioritizing people like Captain America, who's like half cost to get to tier 2, Sharon Rogers, Captain Marvel, Thor, those characters that you get for free from like legendary battles. Some of them are still playable, so you can easily get 3 tier 3 characters in a month of playing. So nobody should be losing their minds about that. If you've been playing already, you have tier 3s. So this is gonna be available to you. It says reach a certain proficiency level. I'm pretty sure if you've been playing 1 match a day for as long as Danger Room's been in the game, then you probably will have extreme mode unlocked. Anyways, the entry requirement is to use only tier 3 and potential awakened characters, and the same heroes can be selected from a team. So basically you can run a team of just 3 Captain Americas or whatever. So it's kind of like I guess co-op invasion, where you can use like any character you want regardless of what the other person is using. I guess it's so that if your only character is like Captain America tier 3 and then you go into a match and somebody else, they already have it, you're not locked out, right? You can just use whatever you have. So that's cool, I guess. I hope the rewards are being buffed, right? Because it's definitely going to be harder for people who don't have really built up accounts to go against people like me who have a really built up account and like probably knows how to build my character efficiently in a PvP setting, right? Because it's going to be PvP even though you're going up against a boss, right? Anyways, the bosses in normal and extreme modes are the same, but new random, they love their RNG, new random patterns will be added and the difficulty will be increased. So the difficulty for extreme is going to be extreme, but hopefully the rewards, right, are actually good. because otherwise nobody's gonna play it, because as of right now people barely play barely play the normal mode already. Like some days when I see that danger room is one of the challenges, I'm like, oh my gosh, really I have to play it? If you ever play with me at like 3 a.m. in the morning, bro, honestly I'm just tapping buttons half asleep. Just facts. Okay, so you'll see me die like 100 times because I'm just getting the challenge done for the day. Anyways, moving on. Also, due to the addition of extreme mode, the grade system and the grade rewards will be removed. Okay. In addition, daily participation rewards, which can be obtained, whatever, regardless of the battle outcome, will be added. Okay. The first victory and proficiency rewards. Okay, so all the stuff for the shield support is still going to be there. We will proceed with the rest of the schedule by diligently testing and adjusting so that our agents can have fun with the September update. Fun only lasts for so long. So I hope you do good testing and you take feedback well, because you need to understand that rewards are why people play games long term, right? Long term. So please understand that adding an extreme difficulty with random attack patterns that we now have to learn to do well, we should be getting good rewards as well. Okay, so if you're doing extreme, I honestly think you should have a higher chance of getting biometrics, or X genes rather, for people like Abomination, Professor X, Rachel Summers, Weapon X, etc. Right? The characters that are highly sought after, they should have an increased rate in the box that you're probably going to get, because it's going to be an RNG box, because you know they love their RNG. They should definitely make it so that there's a higher chance of getting premium biometrics or premium currency via crystals from Extreme Danger Room. If they want people to actually take this content seriously, then it needs to drop premium rewards. Whether it's biometrics, the thing is, the X genes and the biometrics won't really benefit people too much. Well, actually, it would, because I think at some point, Professor X, Abomination, Rachel Summers, all these characters will eventually get uniforms. So even if you already have them and you have them at tier 2, getting some biometrics from playing this piece of content, or some X genes, right? Whatever, tomato, potato, whatever it is, right? Is not a bad thing, because you can save up those X genes and those bios for a future uniform. But ultimately, crystals would be the best reward. They need to consider adding like 20 crystals or 50 crystals a day or whatever from winning a certain amount of fights in Extreme Danger Room, and they need to consider adding some crystals to the new Extreme Alliance battle. This needs to happen, right? I'm not asking for free food. I'm not asking for free nothing, right? Some people are saying give us 100 crystals a day from logging in and doing the daily challenges. I'm not even asking for that. I'm saying give us the opportunity to earn these crystals, right? That's what I want. So if you guys feel differently, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, you like what I have to say, hit me up in the comments, smash that like button, helps the channel out a bit, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Catch you on a live stream. Hopefully I have some time to record a reaction, because it's gonna be lit to see who gets the tier 3, who gets the awakening, who gets a uniform, whether there's a blade rework or not. Either way, man, I'm gonna be excited. We have 2 new pieces of content to try out, and whether they end up being like not rewarding enough for us, it at least gives us something different to try out for like 2 weeks before we go back to complaining, right? And future fight team, I hope you heard that last sentence, right? If the rewards are not good for these pieces of content, the fun is only gonna last but so long. And that's usually 2 or 3 weeks. Sometimes you can squeeze out a month or 2, but ultimately it all comes back full circle, and people will be complaining about the same things they were complaining about before. And nobody likes to complain, but we complain about things because we care about them and we want to see change. If we did not love this game, we wouldn't waste time complaining. We would just stop playing, and that's just facts. So anybody who says we're complaining for no reason, no, there's a reason. We're complaining because we love this game and we want to see it thrive. We don't want to see it die, right? So catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.